sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. That swung out wide to Harris. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Trucks over him. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5 now. Stafford. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 30. The 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. How about that for a moment? Go. Not only the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They run it with Balaj. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in, announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Fighting through it, he's got space. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
A gain of 14. And an Eagle first down.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll get this right back to Reagor. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Sanders bulldozes past him. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22.
A give to Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Harris. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Switch it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Balaj. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. Runs over him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Harris. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run here with Balaj. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
That's some good, hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Boswell on now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Rager catches it left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Sanders. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Steelers 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's taken down inside the 30. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
And that'll set them back 5. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down, back to Sanders. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. If you want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
try to punch it in with Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Steelers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Davion Taylor on the stop. 25 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Throwing is Stafford. Of course, remember, you need it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Matthew Stafford, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Let's go, D.
That's caught, and he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. reverts down to one knee, and that should just about do it. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.